Yo, everyone, welcome to another chess lifestyle workout. Um, you can probably notice that my voice is a bit deeper, and that is the result of going to a party and definitely not drinking or smoking or any business like that that would affect my voice. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Yeah, I'm very tired. It's been a long day, and it is already very late for my standards now that I am an old man and sleep at 11 p.m. latest. So, what we're going to do today, since we are up to 2,281 subscribers, we are now well and firmly into the 38th minute of training mark, which is very cool. I thought what we'd do is actually practice just some puzzles. And what I wanted to do in particular was puzzles involving pass pawns. Because actually, I feel like I don't know if it's a common thing or if it's just a me thing, but I've noticed like in my games, pass pawn puzzles are always, or positions with pass pawns are always so tough to get right. And I think, yeah, just being more confident about them, like they're just, I think you also, like, they hurt way more because often like, you either win the game or lose the game as a result of a pass pawn tactic. So I think, I swear there was a category here. So for anyone who doesn't know, I'm on the Lichess puzzle themes, so you can actually solve puzzles based on a specific category. I'm pretty sure that was pass pawns as a. Interesting. Oh, promotion. Maybe this is it. Yeah, must be promotion tactics, right? Okay, yeah, this is what we're looking for. Yo, Lucas, what's up? Oh, actually, regarding the match with Langton, I messaged the old group chat on Facebook if anyone wanted to play, and we basically we got two people who wanted to play, which is thoroughly disappointing. Like, actually shameful from the old guys. So I guess it has been 7 years, and not everyone's like still down to sesh for chess. So I don't really know if we can get a match if there's only two players. But yeah, I don't know. Like, how many players were you thinking of turning up for the match from your side, Lucas? Okay, we're gonna try and solve some of these. Did the music stop? Oh no. Okay, just changing track. Right. So it's gonna be a race. The first thing I noticed is that both the queening squares, they're not going to be checking the kings, right? So what happens, if we just like push the pawn, right? We're probably going to be one move too slow. Well, they queen first, we queen next, and probably a draw, right? I mean, yeah, the king is very badly placed on the side of the board. But, okay, yeah, black can just play queen b4, trade the queens, and it's a draw. So, you would think that probably then king c3 is somewhat useful, but then there might be this problem of a3, but then actually the king is on this line, right? So maybe the idea is actually we want to start pushing, and as soon as the pawn gets to here, maybe now is the moment to play king c3, because then that stops the immediate b2, and if black has to play king a3, then they get on the line, right? So then we can push, they can push, they can push, they can queen, but now we queen with check. And that makes a huge difference, because now if the king were to go up, we check and then pick up the queen. And if they come down, probably they're just getting mated, right? Yeah, this is just mate. So I think that's the key. And then here we need to provoke king a3, and then we can push with check. And then I think this was just simply winning the queen, if I'm not mistaken. Nice. Maybe 6 we can do less too. Okay. I mean, yeah, I would hope that I could get six players. I mean, like some of them are just trolling. So I feel like they'd probably play if I forced them to. Like, if I set a date and was like, we need 6 players. Like, don't snake. We could probably find 6. So I reckon there's a chance. As for the dates, I think your last day of term in like the Easter break. Oh god, when was it? Wait, when is Easter Sunday? I had the term dates up at some point. Yeah, Sunday 31st of March is Easter Sunday. So basically, yeah, I think your last day of school for spring is the 28th of March. So I think for me, I could probably have the match on either the 28th or maybe I mean the school will still be open, I think, in Easter. Just like there wouldn't be maybe it's a bit of effort for you guys to go into school just to play this match, right? So I mean, would it work on the last day of like spring term? Like, would the 28th of March be like be possible? Because I don't think I can do much earlier than that because like I've got my own like schedule of lessons to teach. Um, should we play in late March? Yeah, March 28th. This is would March 28th be a good day? Last day of school. Do you think people would be down, or do you think people would hate you for organizing chess on the last day of term? I don't know. Could be fun. I don't know. But yeah, let me know. But okay, let's do another one of these promotion exercises. So yeah, we're just trying to get better at these pass pawn business. They're very tricky. Right. So the first thing to realize is we're playing with black, and black is going up the board. So okay, what's going on? We have a rook endgame. We both have a very serious pass pawn. So the first move that crosses my mind is actually to give the check, but then we should also consider what happens if we just push. So if we just push, I presume that white would be able to play king c6 to stop us promoting, but then maybe now we can block. But then we could always just take, push, queen, queen. Oh, and there's that. So maybe king c6 is not possible, right? Because that would lose the queen at the end. So if we push, and let's say they come this way. Well, that's a different story, actually, because you can't even go there, because the rook will just take. So are we just in trouble there? Like if king here, sorry, if we push and king here, maybe if we try and like promote this way. But no, I mean white can always sack, and then like this king and pawn should be winning, I think. So pawn here. Yeah, I don't think so. So let's try this check. So if check, let's say they come this side, right? Because if they come the other side, then we can just push the pawn, and I think we transpose, right? To this rook takes, king takes, push, promote, and then queen a4, winning the game. So I guess if we go check and they come this way, what do we have? I guess we take the rook. But we have to be very careful though, because they can even push the pawn. But no, that would be fine, because then we can push the pawn, and if they promote, then we promote and we've got an extra rook. If they take our rook, then we promote with check. So if rook check, king here, and we take, white has to take, in which we push the pawn. And yeah, this should be winning, because when we promote like this is a famous, like when the pawn is not on any of these, it's a win. So yeah, I think we can play on the 28th. Chess Club is on that day too. Yo, okay, it has to happen then. I'll make a note. Yeah, I'll force six players to play. We'll make a 6-player match. 6-player match. I think that'll be good. March 28th. Yeah, I'll make it happen. At least from my side, I'll try my best. Right. So what did I say was the move? I said it was check, right? And then we have to take. Right, and then they decided to push. So here I think we can just push, and that should be completely fine. I don't think there's a problem with this. Yeah, and then we should just be able to promote and protect the rook. I don't think there's any tricks. Okay, there's one check, so we actually need to be careful where we go. That's amazing. I guess the point is... Huh. I don't know what the point is. Like, why do we have to play precisely here? Like, in my head, I would think, like, any of these moves is fine. I guess maybe the point is that this queen... Oh. Maybe I have to come up the board, right? Because if I just go here, maybe queen b8 is the problem. And then I'll take here, and then it's just a draw. So maybe if I come forward, then they can give check, but then I can defend. So that must be it. Okay, and then now I guess I can just block. And the checks are going to run out at some point. And also then at least my rook is not being hit by this king. Nice. Wait, why didn't we get any points for this? Was this not like a rated... Oh no, we did. We gained 3 points. Okay, cool. You need 5 players only. Oh, because Mr. Eagle wants to play. Oh, perfect. Okay. So I'll get 5 players. Sure. 5 plus Jeagle. Do people still call Mr. Eagle Jeagle? Or is that like a thing of the past? I mean, does Seagull still teach? I guess there would be no need for Jeagle if there's no Seagull. But okay, let's do another one. Oh man, I'm so tired. Like, I think I went to bed at like 4 a.m. and then I still woke up naturally at 8. So I stepped a bit on the coach back to Loughborough, but now it's not a vibe. Okay, so again, we are dealing with passed pawns. We are playing against a bishop pair, which looks very scary. The question is, how are we going to make this work? So a move that jumps out at me. So okay, let's very quickly evaluate. So material pawns are actually even, except white's got this material advantage of the bishop pair. But one thing I'm noticing is that these pieces are not well protected, right? So it looks like we can just hit, and then and this. I mean, like, is this not enough? I guess it's not. Like, maybe these pawns are just too strong. Like, white will play with f4. And then maybe if they can save this pawn. Okay, I realize I'm not doing much calculation here. Because it is black's turn. Like, you'd think that'd be something like, what about rook here? But maybe this is just a draw, like after f4. I don't know if like 4 and a bishop against 3 and a rook. I mean, I'd definitely take the rook, but... Maybe the point is there's something more. So like if we play like rook here and they take, can we push the pawn? Is that the point? Feels very risky. I guess in that position, they can't get away with like pushing some pawn, because then we really can take the bishop, because we no longer lose this pawn, right? So rook here and then we push. That means the bishop has to move. So let's say they go bishop b6. But then we can push the pawn again, and there's no time for this because we just queen. And that's definitely winning. So rook here, and then we push the pawn. Is there any way we can stop this? Doesn't look like it. That looks really strong. I think that's just it. So we just push the pawn? Yeah, and I think we just push the pawn again. Like, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, this should be very good. Nice. Oh yeah, people still call him Jeagle? Okay. Good. I'm glad, you know, I'm not that disconnected. With the youth. Probs run the pawn after rook c3. Exactly. Good shout, Woody Shooter. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, I don't know why I'm choosing pass pawn tactics when I'm like literally at my most tired. Like, it makes no sense. Like, these are literally the most critical tactics, but I guess it's good training. And we love chess training, don't we, guys? Okay, is this not just a tactic? Takes, and just promote. I mean, we are down a piece in the starting position. But we're also down a piece in 2 pawns, right? So maybe this isn't enough. Like, it looks promising. But this comes with check. Oh, and wherever the king goes... Oh, that's nasty. Wherever the king goes, we can give a check here and pick up this rook. So I think that has to be good. So what was the first move? I think it was this. Yeah. So you have to see that final fork at the end. So whenever you see like a loose piece, it's probably some way you can do something there. Weird no one is at Langton anymore who was around when we were in year 13. Yo, that's insane. Even the year 7s when we were in year 13 have left. Wow. So actually, like, Lucas, aka Terrence fans, who goes to Langton, who's in sixth form, he wasn't even in year 7 when we were in sixth form. That's insane. Yo, if I lose to you, Lucas, at Jazz, I'm gonna be pissed. I have like an extra like lifetime of experience, and I'm gonna get wrecked. Kay Davis is still teaching. That's insane. Who would be the oldest teacher who's still teaching? God, who's like teaching like for ages? Is Sheila Taylor still teaching geography? I don't know why Sheila Taylor came to mind. I can't think of any other like teachers who've been around like a really long time. Have there been any more scandals actually? Like I heard there was all that scandal with like Dr. Baxter, and I heard the scandal with like who was the philosophy dude? I used to like Mr. Moore. I used to do like debating society with like Mr. Moore and like other kids like every week. Yeah. I can't exactly remember what ended up happening. Yeah, Moffat and Miss Wells. Yeah, I heard about this one as well. Yeah. God. Yeah, Miss Taylor. Yeah. Sheila Taylor's geography, no? Oh, you didn't hear with Baxter? Oh, okay. So I've had some like rumors, like a couple different ones. So one of them is so bad. One of them I heard that like the sixth form girl complained because if you remember like how you have like that one-on-one interview with Baxter before uni, I heard that like she wanted to do like physics in uni, and Dr. Baxter. So for anyone who doesn't know, Dr. Baxter is the headmaster of my school, and apparently Dr. Baxter said don't apply to physics because girls aren't good at physics. That's the rumor I heard. So apparently he got some complaints about that one. And then I think he also was very dodgy with money. Apparently, there was like a certain amount of money that like was not being disclosed, and I think he was pocketing it or something. That's the other rumor I heard. So basically, he just like kind of like stepped down and got out of there. And I think Moffat is now the headmaster. As disastrous as that may sound, Moffat is in fact the headmaster, I think. But yeah, this is Black's turn to move. For anyone who's joining the stream now, we are looking at some pass pawn tactics. So we're playing up the board. This is like the first challenge of any like pass pawn exercise, is working out which way the pawns are going. This is very unhelpful. Just to make like an annoying point for chess players, but the shogi pieces, you can see there's like a direction of the pieces, right? Like you can see like one side of the pieces are going up, the other side of the pieces are pointing down, right? So it's very easy to tell which way the pieces are facing. But when it's like chess, yo, both of these pawns, they all look like they're going up the board. You know what I mean? Like when I switched from like shogi back to chess, like I literally couldn't knack this. Like they literally all look like they're going up. It's so annoying. But okay, yeah. These pawns are going up. These pawns are going down. And it's black to play. This looks like an insane position. So the first thing to note is that knights are actually they're not terrible at stopping pass pawns, but they're particularly bad at stopping pawns on the side of a board. I think it's just like they don't have as much wriggle room to like get back and like defend. So basically, this looks like a really tough position. And the other thing you should make sure you look at with knights is like if you can find a way to check. So for instance, if we played knight here and they pushed, and let's say they got an extra move and they pushed, we could fork, right? So like little tricks like that, like you got to be careful of. So how I think the big question is how are we stopping this pawn, right? So this looks like a pretty good way because we're threatening to do this fork and save the day. And if white takes, I think the point is that we're queening, right? And white queens. And Okay, then we have this weird like pawn situation in the center. But we can't really avoid this, to be honest. Like what else are we supposed to do? Like there's literally... What can we do there? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else we can try. Like I literally... Unless we're able to push this and then like go this way as like a kind of defense. But I don't see why this would be better. If we pushed and they took and we played this and they went here. I don't really believe it. I don't really believe it. And what if like knight here and they just go king here? Oh, we can probably just sack. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, another one we should check is what if we just take the bishop? Maybe that's the point. Maybe we just take the bishop. If they push the pawn, we play here. If they promote, we fork. So if we take the bishop, they push and we go here. And they come king here. Are we able to stop the pawn? The interesting thing, I'm thinking of like some way we can like queen and check and win the queen in the corner or something. I feel like taking the bishop is right. That's my gut. If I was playing like a no, actually no. If I was playing an actual game, I would just play this and just take the draw. Like I wouldn't play no games with taking the bishop, but I feel like we do have a win. That's my gut feeling. Like, okay, if we take here and they push the pawn, and we go knight here, and they come king here. Oh. No. Oh god, I am so tired. King takes knight here, king here. Maybe if we move the king away, they promote. We're so slow. We're so slow. I'm not gonna check chat because I feel like someone's probably got the answer by now. Take. Oh, actually, this doesn't work at all. Because after king takes on pawn push and knight here, white can indeed promote because there's no fork because it's a pin. So I feel like knight d5 has to be the move by process of elimination. And that's why I said in the game as well, I just play this because it seems safer. So did I actually have a move here after king f3? Maybe I can take now enough to push. I can move the king, they promote, and I keep a knight up, right? Wait, is this really working? Yeah. I've got nothing there. Unless I just move and they promote and then I promote and I keep a knight. You know what? Maybe that's the point. Maybe this is a stupid ass problem where they're trying to bait this move, but then this is just an easy draw because it's just like both sides queen and there's nothing. But then if you just take the bishop and you just move out of the way and you queen, are you just winning this? Yo, and that's insane because actually like if you take and they queen and you queen and you take and they take, it looks like white's king is really active, right? But the point is white can't actually take this pawn. White can't ever push this pawn because black will just take with the pawn. And I think if the white king tries to attack the knight, black is going to be able to defend the knight and it should just be winning. So I think we just take the bishop. I think that's actually hilarious. And we just literally move the king. Oh, what a stupid exercise, but it's actually a really good one. Because it forces you to... Did I? Okay. I was going to say, if I didn't gain rating for all of that work, like, that would be annoying. Okay. Yeah, I remember I was interview thing. Yeah, Sax speaking the truth. Bruh. No. We can't be saying these things. No. Michael, do you remember the racist meme? Do we have to reveal the story on stream? I'll briefly summarize. Basically. Oh, do I even go into this? Okay. Back in the day, people made memes. It was a lot of fun. And people made memes of each other, right? Like, it was just a thing. People would do it. It wasn't malicious. It was just banter. And there was a kid who who was like a mutual friend of my I guess like my main group of friends in school. So people, you know, we knew him, but what ended up happening, and you know what, actually I'll just say the actual, like, the full story of my theory. some of this is like, actually I'm not confirmed, and it'll be really interesting to see if Will confirms or denies certain aspects of this story, because I'm... Oh, you're saying don't say anything? Okay, maybe we just don't say anything. Okay, guys, abort. But yeah, no, very, very interesting situation where basically me and my friends got completely shamed by the whole school, and we were like coined as criminals, and it was literally over nothing. It was actually such a joke. It was such a joke. Like, I actually think it's like an abuse of power from the school. Like, it was terrible. It was actually terrible. A person with a country as a surname grasped. What? Oh, right. Oh, you don't care. Share the story. Okay. Okay. Let me finish the training first. We've got 11 more minutes. We'll finish the training first, and then we'll give a bonus story of the racist memes. I wish I could knew how to do polls. How do we do polls? I don't know how to do polls. I would love to make a poll. How do I make a poll? Oh god, that's not what. What am I doing? There's a way we can make polls, I think. Is it like... Can I... Oh no, I don't want to do this now. Yeah, I think there's a way that I can make polls on YouTube chat, but I haven't really worked out how. If one other person except for Will wants to hear the racist meme story and my theories behind it, I will share it at the end of the stream. But it's not chess related at all, so it's really more for your enjoyment. Now this pawn endgame is literally my worst nightmare. Like, this is the kind of pawn endgame that you're winning and you end up losing because you like miss some crucial detail. Wow, so we have 3 against 4. Typically, material matters a lot in pawn endgames, and this could be decisive. However, as you can see, this pawn is actually probably the strongest pawn on the board. I mean, the reason why these aren't stronger, even though they can make a pass pawn, is that the white king is very close, right? Another thing to note is that this pawn and this king is not in the square. So if this king was here, and it was black's turn to move, they could enter into this position, and this is a square. So that means they will be able to stop the pawn. So black is not in time to stop this pawn. So that looks very, very promising, right? Now, the only issue is that I think, like, the reason why we're not just, like, winning easily is because black is going to be able to make a pass pawn and then use these 2 pawns to kind of, like, tie up the king and maybe threaten to promote at a similar time that we promote, right? So this is the issue. So I think the first thing that needs to be checked is, what if we just go ahead with our plan? Because this is the move we want to play, right? So if we were to do this, what would happen? It looks like to me, one option is to give this check, because I don't think we can take this pawn, because then they can play h3. And, okay, if we were to take, which would be a horrendous move, I think they can push the pawn, and the problem is they even promote with check. So I think in this instance, where they push h3, so we've pushed, and they push h3, we'd have to push. But they can take on g2. But we can queen and then they queen. But probably they're winning there, because actually when you have a queen endgame like this, so you've got queen against queen, it not matters about how many pawns you have. So, okay, black has 2 pawns and white only has 1. But it's actually about the strength of the pawn. So the fact that this g3 pawn is so strong, I reckon black is probably winning that queen endgame with best play. So basically pushing this pawn, already this is 1 refutation. I wonder if pushing this pawn, this one is strong as well. What happens there? We take, and now they give a check. Yeah, we definitely can't take it. If we come here and they push, maybe we can push, they can come here, I come here, we queen, they come here, and I should be winning this. But I guess the problem is, after pawn push, and they come here. So in that position, do I have something better? What if I just come king here? And they come pawn here, and I push, and they push, and then I come here. And I think I'm again winning. So as long as I don't take this pawn, I should be fine. I mean, I'd be really shocked if this isn't a move, because I mean, like, we really need to get a move on and promote this pawn. That's what I think. You guys in chat, I mean, I understand these puzzles are probably on the difficult side, but if you've got any ideas, you're welcome to share. So, I think you just push the pawn. And then you just play this. But literally, this is the kind of position that I'd lose. Let's say they go h3. Maybe that I can push. Promotes. Oh, dirty. Queen check. Wherever the king goes, you've got this check and you pick up the queen on the corner. I think this must be it. No. Are you serious? Are you serious? I get like +4 for every correct puzzle and -15 for a wrong one. Like it's actually so cast, Lichess tactics. That's actually not okay. I literally like almost got minus points for getting this wrong. I hate pawn endgames. Like, if you take one thing from this stream, just avoid pawn endgames at all costs because it's just such a roulette. Just go b6. Yeah, it's not. So that means black must have had some resource. I got too carried away. I saw this cute idea of like on h3. I thought that yeah, if we promote and they promote, I think we just win with this trick. And I just thought, you know, if that trick exists, like it has to be working. Okay, so what did we miss? Okay, so literally what options does black have? Black has this. I guess maybe king g4, not that it surely does much. Just push the pawn again. Man, I really don't want to calculate this. Adjust to difficult so you won't lose many rating points. Aha, interesting. Okay, I can do that in future. Yeah. Yo, but if I make it hardest, I'm doing like 3,000 rated puzzles. I guess they're probably not too bad. King f3 was my first instinct, but doesn't seem right. Yeah, you know what? I considered this move as well, but I just didn't see like... Why should that help? Like, why wouldn't b6 just be better? I can't see like a reason why. Like, the only reason why would be to get closer to these pawns. So I guess maybe then by process of elimination, b6 is met with like some h3 move, right? That would be the only reason why king h3 would be stronger. So if b6 h3, what's going on there? So we can't just push because they will take and then promote with check, and I think that's pretty decent. So on h3, we then probably either have to take or play king f3. If king f3, then h2, and this looks really good for black. So I guess on h3 we're forced to capture. And then maybe that's a problem. Maybe I've missed something here. Maybe they give check. And I think last time I just said I'll go king f3. And then play this. And the point is then they go here. Oh, and they queen as well. That's the problem. So I think h3... Sorry, b6, h3, we take, and then they give check. And I think I just didn't look far enough. I thought king f3 would be winning, but it's just a draw. Because they just push, we have to come here because they queen with check, and then they just push g2, and then this is... then we just take on d2, and this is probably a draw. Like, both of these pawns are fairly far back. So, why is king f3 different? Well, probably because then on h3... thank you for the follow or subscription. I guess we're on YouTube now. But yeah, on king f3, I guess h3 is no longer a problem because we can probably take. And if they push this pawn... Oh, then we can just take and there's no problem. Wow. So king f3. So how do we actually build this into our intuition? So I guess the point is, you know, one of the facts that we learnt at the start was that the king is nowhere near getting into the square, right? So even with an extra move, this king is not stopping this pawn. So maybe if this is like an unstoppable threat, and we can stop all counterplay with this move, then maybe it's good. But okay, what if they push this pawn? That would be my concern. Like, we waste a move, kind of, with king f3. Why can't they push? But here, then they can push, and the point is, like, as soon as it gets to here, now we can come here. And now this is a different story, because if they push h3, we don't have to take. I think that might be the point. I think we can just promote. And yeah, whatever they do, we're going to be fine. That's insane. Like, that's so... Like, that feels so unnatural to me. Like the fact that king f3 is actually faster with all of that. But I guess that's the point. Like on h3, it forces white to spend a move to take, whereas with king f3, yeah, you're not forced to take in this line. Not this line, this line. Like when they get here and then they push. Like that's the difference. You don't have to spend a tempo taking this pawn. That's insane to me. That's insane. I guess what I really should have done was probably just calculate a candidate move, right? Like I only looked at b6. If I looked at king f3 as well, maybe I'd realize like this is just a more safe win. But yeah, this is the move. Oh, and they play h3 now. Interesting. I should see pawn end games. They're just they're so awful. They're so awful. There's so many variations you have to consider. It's very, very difficult to get right. I guess, but if I take, aren't we running into the same problem? Where this happens and then this happens. It's exactly the same. We can't take. It's literally a transposition. Oh, wait. If h2, wait. If b7 h2 and we queen and they queen, this is where my check and pick up the queen works. So I guess if b7 and they take, then I can take here. They push the pawn. I promote. We stop the pawn. Yeah. So I think we just push. So we actually did see the right theme, like literally this position, but we just missed that there was one critical line that actually won. So yeah, that's pain. I think we're gonna end the pass pawn tactics here because I do like to always end on a positive if possible. So we'll take the +3, the slow grind of puzzles. I actually don't. Can you see like your highest score? Oh, interesting. I didn't know they had this. Yo, this is exactly what I was saying. Like, look at my pawn endgame skills. It's so weak compared to the rest. But why does it think I'm so good at everything else? There ain't no way I'm like 2900. What is this? 2900 at hanging pieces? I mean, like, yeah, I guess hanging pieces are pretty easy. This is a load of bullshit. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. This ain't real. This ain't real. Oh no, this is just saying about my workout just now. So okay, because I got all of the exercises correct except for pawn endgames, okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Because I haven't done any puzzles in like this time. But that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Lichess is just never fails to amaze, like all these extra features. So I would definitely recommend you go to puzzles, and then you click this blue button here, puzzle themes, and you can look through like stuff that you want to work on. And the other really great thing as well is you can do puzzles by opening. So if you have a specific like opening that you play, and it's not perfect because like, you know, let's say you played a Reti. If you look up like puzzles with the Reti, they just look completely random because there's so many ways to play the Reti, right? But if you are a Reti player, one way I got around that was by studying the Hungarian, because Hungarian is 1g3, and if you oh no, that's not the one I want. This one, Hungarian opening. So then you're getting like, you know, more typical Reti kind of structures. So I would do a lot of like of these puzzles. Yeah, I should start doing more of these again. These are actually very fun. I should do that maybe tomorrow. But yeah, doing like openings by puzzles, this is just fantastic because like, yeah, obviously you're gonna get more tactical themes in the like in the openings you play. So like if you're, I don't know, if you're like studying some like attack on the fianchettoed bishop and you never play against the fianchettoed bishop, then it's kind of pointless, right? So to like really think about what openings and what structures you get, and therefore what puzzles to train. Yeah, it's cool, right? It's cool. But yeah, guys, I am exhausted. I think we've just done the 38 minutes. I will save the racist meme story for another day. I'm not going into that one right now. But yeah, interesting to see that king f3 move. Wow, I literally right clicked and tried to draw an arrow. Yeah, that's the state we're in. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep. I need to sleep. And this was cool. Yo, is Alvin an FM? Like Alvin who joins the streams? Surely not. Surely not. I haven't seen Alvin this stream, but that would be insane if we have a FM like following these streams. But yeah, we are on the rise. We are slowly grinding towards our goal of getting 2,500 so we can quit. But yeah, no. Like life is good, chess is good, training is good, and thank you guys all for watching the stream. So